Alright, hello guys. If you guys are watching this after it's being created, we're just now getting the stream started. I have to figure out what I am doing today. It should most likely be King's Echo farming today, as well as... Sorry, I'm getting the other screen set up with the stream so I can see it live, so I can see the chats and everything. But today it should be mostly King's Echo farm, I would go ahead and say, most likely. And on top of that, I need to buy the house that I will be using for the event that is coming up on Sunday, May 3rd at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That specifically is going to be our house celebration party. So make sure you guys don't miss that, and make sure you guys show up for that. If you guys are interested in joining an outfit party, dance party, telling people your story in regards to Adventure Quest Worlds, or just other things in general, such as winning prizes. We got our first match. You got Valence, Vainglory, and Forge Helms already. I do not have Valiance yet. Vainglory probably not either. But I do have the helms, all the helms done. I do need to finish the Valiance grind and the Vainglory. Then what's the point of grinding Mid-Echo? For the funsies of it. Realistically, right? That and I'm recording a video on it, right? Like everything that I grind in the game that's big, I'm making a video on. But yeah, I mean, the big thing, right, is of why I need King's Echo is it's really nothing big in general, right? I mean, I already have Chrono Shadow Slayer, Hunter, whatever, that will help me out with my solo farming. I need to figure out what I am looking for here. I don't know if I did my Mount Doomskull daily, so I need to make sure I check that out quick. Alright, I need to also buy this house, so I need to go to Artist Alley and figure out exactly where I need to get this house. In my opinion, getting the endgame enhancements for CSH is a bigger party than you get King's Echo and other grinds faster. Oh yeah. So, the stuff I work on stream doesn't necessarily mean that's working when I'm working on outside of stream. So, like, King's Echo is something that I'm consistently working on during the stream, whereas offline and not on the stream is where I've been doing my Valiance grind specifically. I haven't done Vainglory, but I've been going for Valiance currently all stream. What am I looking for here? I need to speak to Arlette. Who the hell is Arlette? Gemini. Arklin. Vendu Violet Mist. Why's your mist violet, lady? Dyed bedhead style. Let's see. Match shop, Aegis' shop. I wonder if any of these guys have anything cool. I mean, that muffin's pretty cute. But that being your whole shop's crazy. Getting distracted by all the stuff these people had to sell. Roroth, Izu. There are a lot of people. Zoshi. Zoshi, I don't know who you are. Solrak. Bunny Bonnet. Oh, that's cute. That reminds me a lot of Bob's Burgers. Yeah, so the stuff I work on inside stream and outside of stream are different. It's just a little bit easier for me to focus on certain things on and off. On top of that, this armor looks really cool. On top of that, God, what was I even saying? I don't know. Anyways, these, I guess, are a lot of artists that this game has, and I just need to find my way to the one specific one I'm looking for. I just don't know who the hell Arlette is. It's Weijing. There you go, there's Arlette. Arlette's house. Battle on Arena house. 25 million gold. The things I do for you guys. For the stream. Not for the stream. For the, well, I guess it is a stream, but for the celebration party. Ooh, this is a really nice armor set here, too. Those wings. And then the golden armor. That's an option for anybody if they're coming here for the Knight's Outfit contest on May 3rd. I like this sword. The price is weird, though. 214 ACs. I'm going to completely forget this is here, so I'm going to grab that there now, rather than be like, oh, I'll grab it later when I have more ACs. Paint Bender. It's like an avatar. The airbender thing, but slightly altered. It's a cute spirit. How you doing, Payus, Payows, Pay something, Zoos? I don't know how to pronounce your name, sorry about that. Roxath. I get distracted a fair amount when I play games like this, because a lot of people care about specifically... That is so epic. A lot of people care specifically about getting through the game and getting to the end game as quickly as possible, but for me, like, I'm less worried about that. I try to, not necessarily take my time, but not rush myself through it, because for me, at the end of the day, it is a game, and I want to enjoy it as much as possible. It's like, I've stopped and smell the roses a lot with this game, I feel like, especially when I'm not streaming. It takes me a lot longer to get through a lot of stuff than it does other people, because while they're sprinting through, I'm kind of just taking my time a little bit. They have so much cool stuff here. I'm going to have to revisit this eventually once I have more ACs for sure. Cosplay zombie. I wonder if that drops anything. How many artists over here did I miss? Because I know I ran past... Well, I ran straight to the left. I don't know if I went to the right or if there were any on the right, rather. I think this might have been the first room. No, this is the first room. Get the blueberry muffin pet. Oh, there are some on this side, but there's only a couple of them. Nah, his armor... I don't really like J6's art too much. I'm not, like, as much into the, like, comical type of stuff. Deja's shop. Of course, this is all, house items. I like that, but I'm not gonna spend ACs on it. Or am I? I am. I'm gonna use that for the house party. Definitely not me being indecisive and grabbing random stuff. But yeah, if you guys can, let me know if the stream is laggy. I know the last time we streamed it was laggy. Excuse me, sorry, but I invested some money into a better... a better system. I can't do Ethernet with where my computer is. I would have to do like a whole bunch of other stuff with my house, right? So what I ended up doing instead was I opted in to get these like Ethernet adapters that I send through. Like, I put the Ethernet into it, plug it into the wall, and then I have another one upstairs, have the Ethernet come from that and plug it into my computer. It's like an alternative to Wi-Fi that isn't Ethernet specifically, and that's kind of what I decided on to do for this, just to give you guys a hopefully better viewing experience, right? But no guarantees one way or the other. Oh crap. Didn't mean to go here. Regardless, I guess since I'm here, I could change my house. I want to look at this. Because of the fact that I didn't even know I had this, or rather I got it recently, something like that. I just thought it looked very interesting. Like the old theme to the house looks like the checkerboard flooring and everything. I like it a lot. I love like the retro diner type look. I like that so much. This looks great. But this is not the house that I'm going to be using for the event. So we are going to use the one that we just spent 25 million gold on, since we didn't just spend that for nothing. And definitely isn't worth 25 million. I would have never done it otherwise, but since it's for the event, I realized I might as well do it, right? So 0 to 200 placed. This is where you can do your character and armor customizations. So that'll probably be the room that I use for people to show off. But now I need to set up some items for people. Oh, or something to make the house prettier, rather. Why are these paintings different sizes? That's so obnoxious. Like, ah. Oh, so those are ones I could buy. Those aren't even ones that I have. Hilarious. Before getting into the snooze fest that is decorating my house, I'm gonna do that off stream. Make it a little less unexciting. So where did I leave off with my King's Echo farm last time? It is going to be going for Altion's Reforged Armor. Dash join Thelema City. Okay, I typed it in right. I thought I typoed at some point, just fat fingered a button or two. Special Salamence. Oh, so your name is actually different on Twitch than it is on YouTube. That's interesting. I didn't even notice that till now. I think because you've also normally joined the stream on YouTube too. Quest. Anyways, you guys aren't what I need quests from. I need to go over here. It is the dwarf guy that gives it, but he's not the one on the outside. Hello, how goes the grind? Hey Jesse, what's up, man? The grind's going decent. I have to grab the quest. I actually haven't grabbed this quest yet, so I have to figure out where he is. Probably in here, right? There he is. Altion's armor. There we go. I don't have the 50 million gold anymore, actually, because I just spent 25 billion on the house for the house party. So I do need to grind out about 3.5 million more just to even be able to do that for you guys. But we'll get a decent amount of gold by going for these quests here and getting the items mentioned here. So we need to get these from these guys here. So that's gonna be step 1. I already have a few of them. I must have gotten them when I was just kind of going through this area doing the story. What the fuck is that? I probably should have said the whole word, right? I sold the abbreviated word and I still jacked it up. What is the price? Are you talking about the 25 million for the house that I just bought for the celebration party on Sunday, or are you talking about the 50 million for the armor step? Because either way, ridiculous, right? Like 25 million. Well, 50 million is already crazy for the class, right? But 25 million for a useless house is even crazier to me, right? Because at least with the 50 million, you get King's Echo, which to some people is really good, some people it's mid. Salamence believes that it's a mid Echo, which is a very funny name. I thought that was hilarious when you said that. And, you know, but still, it's an endgame class, right? Whereas I just spent 25 million, which is half as much for a useless house. And now I can't afford mid-echo anymore. But regardless, we are going to beat up these dwarven soldiers, or men, until they give us our gold. I have 5 out of 30. I'm not sure how I got 5 already. If it's... I've already killed this many and I haven't gotten any. If all I did was go through the regular story. And the grind... I thought the grind I finally did for classless murder on my hands. What class did you just grind out? Knights of Noel. I'm trying to see if there's like one mission here that I can... Dwarven Aegis. Here we go. I was gonna say, I knew there was a quest that I could do that would get me some rep while I farm these, and I believe it's this one. Yeah, that's Dwarven Gold. These don't count as soldiers trained. Damn. That's unfortunate. They even mentioned them Dwarven Knights. Whatever. That's fine. Dragon of Time. Yeah, Dragon of Time is something else. I haven't done the grind yet, personally. Oh, it does count. Awesome. That's perfect. Yeah, I haven't done the Dragon of Time yet. I have to get around to doing that. That's another thing I need to do. But it's part of the Valiance grind, so I already knew I had to do that next, but I've been working on the Flame Dragon armor, something like that it's called. I don't remember the exact name of it, but it's something Flame Dragon or something. I was working on that most recently for Valiance before I got distracted by doing King's Echo for streams. Just because I don't know exactly what to do for streams, and I don't want to do something just kind of willy-nilly or abruptly, so that's kind of been the main thing I've been working on the past couple of streams, is this, while off stream I work on Valiance and like my video guides and stuff, but I'm still getting stuff for the damn Forge enhancements. So yeah, I'm right there for it with you. Like I said, I'm working on Valiance off stream. Everything takes me way longer to get through too, right? Because I have everything that I do, I pretty much have to record and edit as well, and do videos on. Plus I work full time, have 3 kids, so it's very slow going, but I'm doing my best to put up content. This grind's got me going on and off again. Yeah, I can understand that. Some people aren't built for the tedium that is grinding. And I understand that, like, it's not always the most exhilarating thing to do, but that's why, like, MMOs are, like, a whole different genre. It is a lot of grinding. Pull off 2 ultras. Yeah. I haven't done all them, like that one that uses the damn all armor parts. Yeah, I haven't started the armor of all either. Jesus, I always forget sometimes how much stuff there's to do in the game that I'm like, what should I do for the video next? And I, like, think of, like, 50 different classes I haven't done videos on. Then I think of like other stuff, like the video that I'm working on for Tuesday that I'm not going to specifically name because it'll be up on Tuesday, but it's going to take me like 10 to 15 hours to fully create the video. So Tuesday's video is going to be fairly decently sized. A lot more high quality editing. Like I've been trying to work on my quality of editing, but like I go really out of my way on my bigger videos. And Tuesday expect a fairly decent sized video, nothing overly huge, but fairly decently sized, right? And my notification just went off there, but the stream has a couple second delay, so I didn't exactly see what that was. There it is. Zan Delquiz is now following. Thank you so much for that follow. I appreciate it, man. Yo, bro, how did you get that class? So for me, I just bought it, right? Like, that's what it boils down to. The original Master of Moglins, which is the exact same thing, what you had to do to get it was, you had to back the Kickstarter in some way, I believe. I wasn't there for it. But I have the Dark Master Moglin, same thing. And what I had to do for this was you have to buy the 12-pack of Moglins off of Hero Mart, which I think it's like, if you buy them independently, it's like $280 or something like that. Whereas if you do it this way, it's like $140. Oh, Silent King just joined me. I believe that's somebody else. I don't know. But whatever. But anyways, yeah, it's $280 if you buy them separately, but if you buy the 12-pack as a whole thing, it's $140. Plus, I'm going after Varus. Yeah, Varus is a bit of a grind. 15 fragments to make a piece, 15 pieces to make the actual part for 2 of them, and 10 for the other 2. Yeah. Yeah, my wife, like, she's not even level 50, I think, in this game. Or maybe she is just barely level 50, and she started, like, one of them, and I was like, do you even know, like, what you're doing or whatever with that? Like, you know what grinding is? And she's like, yeah, well, I just need to kill this dragon, like, this many times, and then I'm done. And then I looked at it and I was like, well, you have to do that, but then and that only crafts 1 piece, but to make the armor piece, you need to, like, have X number. And I'm like, you're going to have to kill it way more than, like, 10 times. You're going to kill it, like, 100 times. I can't remember the exact numbers, right? But gotta have the show on. Yeah, that's what I used to do in the past, right? But, like, lately, I'm stuck watching the kids before work, so then if I unpause my show for even 7 seconds, half the time I have to repause it. So it's a freaking nightmare. But that's what I used to do a lot before I started like recording and like editing videos and stuff, is just that exact thing that you're talking about, watch stuff while I do my grind. Thank you, Vetrix11, for the follow on Twitch. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, whenever you guys follow, I believe it changes, 1, the new follower tab on my stream, because I have it set up for that, and 2, it helps me towards my followers on Twitch goal / subs on YouTube goal. I'm not asking for anything paid, like I'm not asking for like a paid sub on Twitch or a membership on YouTube right now. Like, I know a lot of people have those set as their goals, but right now I'm just trying to build a following. So everything right now is, you know, my goal is the free stuff, right? Twitch follows, YouTube subs. Morning, Vetrix. Good morning. If you're saying morning, 7:25? What are you in, like Japan, Philippines, something like that? Because for you, it's gotta be like 12, 13 hours ahead of me. Because it's nighttime for me. Kids are about to go to bed in an hour. Want to know the 2 classes I've been working on? What classes are those? Go ahead and tell me. 9:25 a.m. in Australia. Yeah, even better, right, Australia. You in New Zealand, you guys are so far ahead of me, it's crazy. I still can't believe you guys didn't warn us about 9/11, right? You guys are in the future, you should have told us. That's always like, it might be insensitive to some, but to me, like, that's always the funniest joke to me when people say stuff like that, because it's just like, obviously that's not how time works. But, yeah. Oh yes, Tara, I was just speaking to her up there just a split second ago. You can get her outfit now. So I made a world boss video guide on like, and got all that stuff in the merge shop, right? And it was like 400, I think it was like 400 flame hearts or magnum opus flames or whatever, plus 4.1 million gold. Now it's closer to 6 million and 599 flames or something like that. Because just after they launched, like give it like a day or two after, they adjusted the merge shop and added a whole bunch of like Terra themed stuff so you can get her outfit. So if you guys started that or looked at that or watched that video or anything like that and didn't see that they added even more stuff to the merge shop, let that be your warning that they did that. So Void High Lord and Chaos Avenger. I have not started my Void High Lord, but I did start Chaos Avenger. However, I forget how many weeks it is for Chaos Avenger. I think 4. I literally only just started it. I mean, I got a lot of different things I'm working on. So, we're getting tidbits about this or that. Yeah, 4. It's good to know that my memory's not completely failing me at the very least. I feel like I'm not doing as much damage as I should be. I don't have crazy good items in the game, right? But yeah. Noggoth is much easier than Dracoth, I'd say. I'm gonna imagine Noggoth is who you have to fight for the Void High Lord. I haven't done Void High Lord yet on this account. You say that. Yeah, perspectives differ from person to person, right? Ultras can also just be hard for the fact that, like, in order to get good classes, you have to do ultras or other hard content, but in order to get classes to be able to do said hard content, you need to have already done hard content. It's kind of like a really funny loop. But at the very least, you still have people that are always willing to help or go back, or, like, there's other stuff that they might want. So, it's not as bad as it could be. I mean, the AQW community, as much as people complain about the game being dead or this and that, I think the game's got a pretty good player base size and everything else, so. I know the last MMO that I was playing very consistently only has an active player base online of about 3,000 at any point in time, which is just what AQW was sitting at a couple months ago. But now they're like 8,000 or 9,000, which is huge, right? Like, it's not huge in like the sense like we're competing against WoW or anything like that. But it's a huge size player base in the sense that this is literally just a 18-year-old game at this point. Most games don't even make it past their year mark, as with a lot of games like Concord, or I forget the one that recently came out that they announced at the Golden, what was it freaking called? The Game Awards. They put it as the very final thing, and then Highguard, that's what it's called, and like a few others. They last like 6 months, 8 months, whatever. Is returning players that got back in 3 weeks ago don't have near the items needed to have the necessary gear class that apparently are a necessity. Yep. I started a whole new account when I came back, and that was 2.5 months ago. I have a video that I've been working on actually, which is going to be my 3-month, like, we'll call it 3-month review or recap basically video. Let this stream be the first time I'm announcing that, and never bringing it up ever again. But I have one of those coming out because I'm getting close to my 3-month mark. But I'm only in like the scripting process of that because I have a bunch of other stuff I'm working on too. But I wanted to have come out around my 90-day mark, and that's part of what the party was. Because surprisingly, the party I'm doing Sunday, May 3rd at my house party, that's giving away prizes and stuff. If you guys haven't heard about it, check my YouTube channel. I have a short on it. But surprisingly, nobody's asked me what I'm celebrating, and it's literally just me hitting 90 days, me hitting 500 subs, which allows me to get the first tier of monetization on YouTube, and just Avenged Quest Infinity's release date. It's a lot of different things kind of like sloshed into one. Just SOE in a decent class. What map is this? This is /join Thelema City. It's part of the Flame of the Beyond storyline. It's pretty far into the storyline, so you'd have to do a lot of areas just to even be able to get here and start these quests. Scroll of Enrage. Yeah. Scroll of Enrage is very important with a lot of ultras, especially if you don't have a character with a really good taunt. In the end, though, you need pubs that know what they're doing / want to listen, but this group's always need certain classes or to have potions enhancements. Yeah. It really depends on what you get. Sometimes you get people that are willing to carry people without the enhancements and all this and that, and other times they aren't. You just gotta keep trying. Hope you get lucky or hope you find the right people, right? But welcome to the stream, Dano Daza 6318. Dang, I just finished the 13 Lords of Chaos. Yeah, the 13 Lords of Chaos saga is like the very beginning introduction to the game, is the way that I'll put it. There's so much content in this game that that's literally just basically like the beginning. Like, I can give you a very small, like, showcase of what you have to get through in order to get here. If you go here to Adventures, you have to do Shadows of... For some reason, you have to do Shadows of War 1, but you can start with Shadows of War 2. Each one of these pictures is a zone, so 5, 8, 11 zones. You need to go through the Ruins of the Sea. Another 9 zones, and then you have to do the Thunder Saga or something like that. So you have to go through like a good like 20 zones to 30 zones just to be able to access this area. As like, well, at least it's quest, right? You could just join it if you wanted to, but you recommendations to what I should do next. So I have a progression guide on my YouTube channel. So like you'll see like the photo, like my face cam and all that right behind it. I didn't know what else was in my background, so I literally just put the thumbnail from that. If you go to my YouTube channel, there's a progression guide that tells you like the order in which you should do things and things you should look out for. I don't know what level you are or anything like that, but I would definitely look into getting a lot of the classes that I mentioned in that. Like something you can start going on for pretty early on is Arch Paladin or Lord of Order after you beat the storyline, depending on your level. You can go to Shadow Battle on or Ice Storm Under for level ups. You can grab some merge classes, whether that be not merge classes, rep classes such as Shaman or why can't I think of the other one for some reason? But there's a lot of different classes you could go for. That's the big thing, is getting the right classes so you can be able to farm if you don't have a farming class. Good soloing bosses and just good levels. So I need to go to Atlas Falls is what I need to do next. Join Atlas Falls. Yeah, definitely check that out. But if you haven't gotten it already, go to Sandsea and grab Master Ranger. Unless you already have Shaman from Arkengrove, then you could do that as well. They're all decent options. Is this the place that has the armor that I really like? It is. Oh my god, I freaking love this armor. Promise Legion Sovereign. I'm not going to say anything about it. I'm not going to say anything about what I want to say about that, but wow, that looks so freaking epic. I love shield-based armors. Like, this armor looks cool here, but you throw that giant shield with the skull and chains on it, and like, god, that looks so good. The Legion Necromancer looks cool. I like the Atlas armor here too, but I'm getting kind of sidetracked here. I need to get back to what I was doing. But before I do that, I need to... get back to what I was doing. Yeah. There's a house. Underworld. Yeah. Just need to get back to what I was doing before I get distracted by how just much I love that crap. So I need to get Atlas Gold by King Zadik, or I can get it from killing the monsters in the area. Get exactly which ones of you guys will drop this. You do. Okay. I imagine there's people farming in this room just cause, yeah, but... Sorry, do you have a goal for AQW? I have a lot of things. One, I'm working on YouTube videos. Like right now I'm working on Valiant's as a weapon enhancement off stream. On stream I'm working on King's Echo. Off stream I'm also just working on a lot of other small stuff. Like right now I'm working on setting up my house party and stuff like that. I have a video on that as a short on my YouTube channel if you want to check that out. But for anybody in stream, if you have not already heard, I have a house party May 3rd, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I believe that's 5 p.m. UTC. I would definitely check that out. We're going to have a dance party. Then we're going to have an outfit contest with the theme of knights. I'm going to be the judge on that. And then we have a chance for you to tell your story for AQW. It's all going to be live streamed. Hopefully a good amount of viewers. I'm going to imagine so, since I'm, one, telling people about it beforehand, and two, people love giveaways, right? Because there's going to be a $25 Kickstarter founder bundle giveaway in the Discord. Winner of the outfit contest is going to get 2,000 Artix points, which is $10. And then I'm also giving away 2 Steam keys for Adventure Quest Infinity as well, all during that house party. So make sure you guys show up to that. You can RSVP in Discord or just show up. But the instructions for that are literally just, you know, /go to me whenever that event happens. Cool. Do you need help with the boss, or will you do it the slow way? I mean, I'm fine with doing the slow way or the boss. If there's people in the stream that want to work together to do it at the boss, I'm perfectly fine with that as well. I don't really mind either way, right? So, if anybody wants to join and help, I can do it quicker. You guys could be shown the stream, obviously, but that's entirely up to you guys. Cool. Yeah, I have both already. Nice. Also, I have Great Thief, and I try to go slap normal Nogath. I can't smack him because of a barrier. You can't get close to him. I'm assuming the barrier that forces range. You need a range dodge class. Yep. Virus game. I'm not sure what you mean by virus game, but... Legion Swordmaster Assassin is good, I think. Yeah, anything with really high dodge is what you're going to want to use against Nogath. I mean, that's how I did it, at least, right? I used something with stupid high dodge rate. Which server are you on? I should be on Artix. No, I'm on Urumi. I don't know how I ended up on Urumi, but I'm on Urumi server, so doesn't seem so bad this way, actually. Yeah, it's not the worst right now. I mean, if there weren't other people here, it wouldn't be so terrible. But since there's a horde of people here, it's not bad at all. But there's an armor here that I want bad. Oh, and I'm at for to get Atlas Regalia. Yeah, I need Atlas Regalias anyway, so if you guys want to join me and do the boss, I'd greatly appreciate that, because I have to get his crown a bunch of times to keep turning this quest in for the merge shop. And there's stuff I really want for the merge shop, so... That's up to you guys if anybody on the stream wants to help. I would appreciate it. I mean, he is a tough boss, right? Like, he's not something I can't defeat. But he's going to be way quicker and easier with the group, so... You have anything for me? No, you don't. Yeah, 2 million HP is a lot to do solo. I'm on Urumi server, YORUMI. I know there's a few people that seem to have interest in helping. I know at least 3 of you asked what server if I need help, so... I could also do a private room and do Atlas Falls -1099. I might just do that. Join Atlas Falls -1099. Oh, did I type it wrong? Join Atlas Falls -1099. There we go. Yeah, 23,000 health is a lot, so solo that would take a while to go through. I did the boss win, got lucky that a group was doing it. Yeah, I'm not so lucky that there's a group doing it, but I am fairly lucky that typically if I ask on stream for help with the boss, I get it. So I'm hoping I'm lucky this time too, right? Hope because I need access, yeah, for the 51% web. Awesome. Appreciate that. Yeah, I didn't even look at what all was here, to be honest. While we wait for people to join, I'm going to look at it, because I just know that, like, that armor looks so freaking awesome to me, you know? So... Evanescence, and I like that band. Evanescence. Oh my god, that look... I gotta know what that looks like on my character. That looks so good. I love shielded armor, so like... I'm saying it, but I'm not saying it for you guys that are watching this stream right now. That event, it does have the theme of knights that I'm doing on May 3rd. I love shields. And obviously I'm saying it because I'm the judge, right? I'm trying not to like give anybody like extra like chances of winning, right? But I love shields. I love bulky armors. Where are we dropping? If you guys want to join, you just you don't even have to slash join Atlas Falls. I have go-tos turned on because I don't bot, and I don't mind when people say hi to me when I'm not on stream. I've had a lot of people do that. They'll go to me or whatever when I'm not on stream. They'll say hi. They'll say, you know, love the videos, whatever else. So I'm not one of those people that's like very antisocial in a sense. That's like, oh, you went and go to me and you went go to me or whatever, and you try to speak to me on stream. It's so annoying because I've met people like that, right, in the past that do that, but I'm not one of those people. However, it might not be the most talkative. I'm dealing with children typically when I'm playing off stream, so leave you what you're doing. Gonna watch your progression vid since I have a lot to do. Alright, awesome, man. Welcome back to Adventure Quest Worlds. Thank you so much for your support. Hopefully I can earn your subscription on YouTube or follow on Twitch, and that you do enjoy the video and helps you grow. Let me complete the storyline real quick. Join you to Jiffy. Awesome. Yeah, because you can't see the boss unless you've done the storyline. You can still buff people in the group, but yeah. Do we need the quest to help, or can I just join? You don't need the quest, but you do need to be far enough in the storyline to be able to see him. But if you have like a class like Legion Revenant or something like that, you can still buff everybody. Or like Lord of Order, for example. Stuff like that that helps make people stronger or gives boosts. But yeah. I don't think we're friends, PP. We are in the guild. Yeah, I do know who you are a little bit, Sadie, Katie. I know that Kaden messages in the Discord. I haven't seen you personally, I don't think, unless you guys use the same... Oh, I don't know. I don't know how you guys do that. But anyways, I'm going to start attack. Oh, wow, that was not how that happened the first time I fought him. That is you. Oh, okay. I just got insta-killed. Go to... Okay, well I thought there was two of you, because it's like one of you is the wife and one of you is the husband. Schmucked. I just got like insta-killed there. Like, I fought this guy before and it was no big deal, so I don't know why I just got slapped there. But it does say that there's 4 people here in Atlas Falls-1099, so... Oh, wow. I'm going to need to time my heals better on this. Yeah, I'm getting double schmucked here. I didn't know exactly how this guy works. Like, you know, some people have like everything pre-prepped. Like, this is what it is. It's a dodge boss, or this is whatever. Yeah, I'm kind of just throwing myself into the fight here and just calling it a day, right? Like, I'm not a super hardcore player. People assume that a lot of like YouTubers and all that are super hardcore. I'm very casual and laid back in a lot of ways, in all reality. I used to play games professionally with like Smite. I was on a competitive team with that, made money. Some of you guys might recognize the name JingWei and realize, oh, well, that makes sense now. But nowadays, I'm like a retired professional gamer who just likes to chill and take my time with a lot of stuff, which is why I play AQW. Like, a lot of people say AQW's grindy or whatever, but that's the point. It's an MMO, right? So I'm in the room but can't get there. Ah, yeah. You need to get through the storyline to get here, and if you're level 60 something, like I think I saw in the screenshot that Spicy dropped, you're not going to solo the areas before this to get here. So I'd recommend probably not. It might sound negative. Probably not trying to help here today, but rather another time. Just because, like I said, it takes a special touch to get here. It's gonna take you a while too. Like, you have to go through like 3 zones, maybe, like something like that to get here. So it's a lot, basically. That's okay, I'm trashing on. No, it's not because you're trash. I mean, we all start new at some point, right? It's literally just you being new to the game. We're all trash compared to Frag'em. No, I'm just kidding. Somebody here is like practically insta-killing the boss, though. I'm not sure who it is, but I just keep watching the boss's health just dissipate into nothingness. Yeah, like that. Like, someone just did 1.7 million, it looked like, almost. Or 170,000. Yeah, 1.7 million. Yeah, 1.7 million. You know, casual numbers. I'm not new, a little technically. Yeah. Me yellow. Yeah, I mean you're the only other one here, right? Chrono Dragonite, yeah. I don't know what Chrono Dragonite is, but whatever it is, it's absolutely slamming King's the deck into next week, so. I was even in the beta for AQ3D. I remember the beta for AQ3D and thinking, wow, this is the worst game I've ever played. But I'm going to support it anyways, because, well, it's Adventure Quest Worlds. Then I never came back to it, because that game was actually what made me quit playing Adventure Quest Worlds. Because like, I was like, I can't keep up with both of these. And I feel like if I don't play AQ3D, I'm going to miss out, or blah, blah, because that seemed to be their big focus, right? But it turns out that AQ3D died because I wasn't the only one who thought, wow, this game isn't that great. And it might have gotten better by now. I think I tried it a little bit when I got back in Adventure Quest Worlds. I was like, this is alright. Necromancer Queen 92, I think that's what that says. Thank you so much for the... I didn't see if it was a follower sub, but I'll see it come up on the screen. But either way, thank you so much for that. If any of you guys on YouTube are subbing to help with the 15 sub/follower goal, Twitch has this thing where obviously none of your follows are private. So Streamlabs gets that information, is able to say, hey, this person followed, whatever. And YouTube could do that too, but Streamlabs cannot take the information from subs on YouTube that do not have their subs set to public. Just because, well, that's YouTube's privacy policy, right? So if you sub on YouTube and it's not showing up, that's why. It's because of the fact that your privacy settings are set to where your subs aren't public. But regardless, your subs are still appreciated. I know that almost every stream I have a couple subs like that, so. Solid 10-year gap, though. Yeah. That was rough, and then I could never get to run again until like 3 weeks ago. Hello, Necromancer Queen. Oh, wow, I just died. I was looking away from the screen and I got schmucked again. Hello, Fragum. What's your current class you want to use? What do you mean by my current class I want to use? I mean, I don't really have... Oh, wow, I got schmucked again. if you get hit one time, this guy, it's over, and I'm not using a dodge class. I didn't cast my 4 either. I probably should have started with that, right? But this guy is a truck. I got a lot of classes I want to use, right? Like, I want to get Legion Revenant, for example. I want to get quite a few other than that, too, right? But Legion Revenant's a big one I want to get. I want to get King's Echo, but I'm going to call King's Echo Mid Echo from now on in honor of Salamenance, who came into the stream and called it that. You have to honor the living Wikipedia and call it Mid Echo. It's his official word. I want that class. I want every class. I'm like a collector. I don't play this game for the hardcore endgame stuff like a lot of other people do, but I respect those who do. I play this game to collect stuff. I like to do the collecty-collect. I'm not really seeing the boss. Yeah, if you cannot see the boss, it's because you haven't progressed your storyline far enough here. So you could teleport here, but a lot of storylines, especially later in development cycle of the game, they made it to where you cannot see them unless you have unlocked them. So, yeah. Again, thank you. I don't think I directly said it. Thank you guys for those of you guys who are helping me get through this boss. I really genuinely appreciate it. I'm like completely messing up my combos too because I'm like talking and everything else, but thank you. Wow, best viewers gain now. I need to delete that message. I don't even have my Twitch open. Twitch.tv/ItsJingWeiAQW. Please refrain from posting links. Yeah, my Streamlabs hit that guy with the message, right? But I need to delete that regardless. I do not want to pay for botted views. I don't care for people to do stuff like that, right? Opening the mod view. Elevator music. I could pin it. Where the hell's the delete button? Why did they convolute this? I haven't moderated a Twitch channel, God, in at least half a decade, I used to have a Twitch channel where I get like 20, 30 concurrent viewers for a specific game I played until I started working full time. And I kind of stopped that. And that was a long time ago, but this is so different than it used to be. I mean, fave class you always want to use. I don't personally have a favorite class. I mean, like I said, for the other ones I mentioned, like Legion, Revenant and all that, I've always really liked it. I like the dark, edgy, emo style of it, and the fact that it's, well, obviously really strong in a lot of different ways, right? That's an option. Yeah, YouTube's smoother. Like, I'm using my Twitch right now, and I can't find it in the mod view, literally the button to delete his message. That's crazy. Like, I went into it regularly, I figured mod view would let me see it, but nope, right-clicking does nothing. What the hell? Speaking of which, I don't have a mod yet for Twitch or YouTube. I have mods. I've already gotten someone that applied and got guild officer on my in-game guild. If anybody wants to join, just let me know. I'm on stream right now, so now's the best time to ask people to join the guild, right? Because I'm literally right here. I could shoot out invites just like that. So I have a guild officer. I have a Discord moderator. I do not have a YouTube or Twitch moderator yet, though. So if anybody's interested in being one of those, I'm trying to get 2 of each, right? Like 2 Discord moderators, 2 guild officers, 2 YouTube, and 2 Twitch moderators. I mean, just for culpability, right? So if anybody's interested in those, you can type an ! Discord. It will give you the Discord link. And then there is a spot in the Discord where you could specifically apply for any one of those roles. Maybe somebody's interested, maybe somebody's not. I mean, between Twitch and YouTube right now, we have about 25 viewers. So there's that. If you ban them, it auto-deletes their message. Oh yeah, I know that much. If I ban them, it will auto-delete their message. I was trying to avoid that if possible, right? Because it's so much easier to ban somebody, so I'll just ban them. They're probably a bot anyways. But that's crazy, right? Like, I can find the ban button, but not the delete message button. I'm also trying to chat and everything else, right? But yeah, I try not to ban people for first infractions. It's never my goal to be like, yeah, you said one bad thing one time, you know, you're banned, whatever. I'm mostly chill. Mostly, right? But, oh, okay, PP enough about the sites to mod, but Discord I could help. Yeah, Discord is typically the one people are always the most willing to do, because one, you can do it any time of day and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it is stupid. 100% Necromancer Queen, it is stupid. Like, I found the ban button like 4 times on like countless different screens before I found the delete message button. Granted, it does take a little bit longer. I'm chatting up a storm about literally nothing, because that's my job as a streamer. Take nothing and turn it into a million different words, right? Fighting a boss, but literally, like, this boss is so easy right now, despite having 2 million HP, because of all these wonderful people in the stream just absolutely carrying me through that. So, thank you guys so much for that. I don't know why that sounds sarcastic, but yeah, thank you guys. I mean, this is flying through. Get that I tried to ban people for the first offense. Yeah, I don't, like, if they... There's very few reasons I would ban somebody first offense, right? Like, you'd have to say something pretty crazy. I have fairly dark humor. I mean, earlier I literally just said, what did I say? I said... I don't know what I said, actually. It was something about 9/11. It was a bad joke about that. But my point is, my humor's dark, but there's certain things that are just really bad, right? Like, I'm not going to say them on stream, of course. That would get me to ban people first offense. Is my point, so of course I wouldn't say it out loud, right? 2 mil, I thought it was 200k. With Forge your hands needs the dark push. Good thing I got the dark box and the key in my bank. Okay. 2 mil, thought it was 200k. What's 2 mil versus 200k? Oh, I just instantly died. Someday, maybe I'll unlock bros on. We got Champion Alistair here. I don't know who that is. I don't know, like, my big... Oh, wow, I instantly died again. My big thing with, oh, yeah, yeah, the boss is HP 100%. Yeah, it's 2 million. One of my big things with this game right now is not even game. I meant to say stream and every. Oh. I need to use my 4 before I hit him, so at least I don't instantly die. I'm not thinking about it because I'm doing a lot of things. I saw that one tap. Yeah, Arion, you just saw me get one tap 3 times in a row. Yep, he just said, gonna need to start with forging. Yeah, I know, I'm talking, and I even said it before you said it, okay? I said it before you said it. I chose this class because I know I need to start with my 4, okay? It's just I'm not thinking because my brain is split between 4 different directions. I can't even think the thought that I was having. Which is, of course, I get a lot of people confused because everybody has a different Discord name, then they have a Twitch name, then they have a YouTube name, and then they have a your mom name, and everybody's just got a different name on everything. I try to be consistent with most of my stuff, so props to me for being a loser that's consistent on everything, but yeah, it's hard to keep up with everybody just thanks to the trillions of different names. I am consistent on everything. There you go, we got another nerd in the party. Everybody make fun of and bully Irion for being a nerd just like me. I'm just kidding. Don't bully him. But, yeah. It's a very nerdy thing almost to, like, be consistent with everything like that, but I prefer it. Do it, I enjoy that. Oh, he likes being bullied, guys. Bully him. Am I gonna get like banned for Twitch for calling people out to like bully somebody? Is this where we're at now? We really need a Stone Crusher here. Like, even if you can't see the boss, a Stone Crusher would be so good right now because of the fact that you can still give buffs even if you cannot see the boss. So, my name is the same with everything too, except 92 isn't my name normally. Yeah. Chrono Assassin, take it or leave it. I think he reduces dodge, so not even dodge costs to work. He hits like a truck. I forget, like, I mean, I used, well, even if Stone Crusher doesn't work, Lord Order is great, right? Because buffs push through even if you can't see him. So, anything that just gives buffs even if you guys cannot directly see him. Speaking of that emote that you just dropped here, and I do plan to make custom emotes for like Twitch and YouTube, but Twitch I haven't looked at yet because Twitch is like my secondary streaming platform, YouTube's the main one. But I do plan on making specific emotes for subs and all that on Twitch and YouTube, right when I hit my ability to give memberships on YouTube, which I should be at now. Like tomorrow it'll say I have my 3,000 view hours, I have my 500 subs. So tomorrow I can start to apply to get monetize on YouTube, and the first tier of monetization. Jesus, I don't know why I'm burping so much. The first tier of monetization on YouTube allows you to do memberships, and it allows you to take donations on the stream. Like right now, I think the only thing that allows for take donations on streams or anything like that is like Streamlabs automatic system that they have for that, which I'll never ask you guys for donations. This might even be like the first time I'm bringing up donations, because I don't do Twitch or anything like that for that. I mean, I work full-time in this and that. This is kind of something I do as like a secondary thing for funsies, and hopefully I'll get like ad revenue on YouTube at some point. But yeah, my main point there was just that once I hit monetization on YouTube, I want to start creating a lot of those custom icons and chat icons and all that for you guys on stream to be able to use. I want to know if I gotta figure it out too, if there's ones that I can let you guys use for free too, and then there's just special ones for members, because I want to just have special ones even for free people, but we'll see. I don't know how the whole YouTube monetization things work, because I had monetization on Twitch years ago, but not on YouTube. There's a weird alien thing that you just sent there. See, the only thing that is consistent on my YouTube is my YouTube for hard games, pretty much, and my Twitch isn't. Yeah. I have a YouTube for horror stuff, actually. I just haven't started it yet. Everything takes a lot of time, right? I'm working on stuff in the game, I'm working on events, I'm working on this and that, things to involve my community and give back to my community. and all that stuff, and it takes time. Like the event on Sunday, this upcoming Sunday, not Sunday today, but next Sunday, giving out like almost $50 worth of stuff. Hopefully I have my monetization by then, so that works better. But what's the difference between Evolved Shaman and Shaman? I just love it in rank 10 Evolved Shaman, but not Shaman. I actually don't know the difference between the two because I haven't gotten regular Shaman. Because I mean, I thought they replaced it with Evolved Shaman. Work on schooling and work, so editing is so much work for me. Extra, I've been editing a game for like a month now. Yeah, I have 3 kids and I work full time, so I know what you're saying there. Like, having no time because of other things. Evolved Shaman is only for PvP. Well, there you go. So there are 2 different classes then. Oh yeah, yours is harder. 3 kids are diabolical. Yeah, I have 3 kids, and my partner also works full time because we barely get by financially, even with her working full time. So we can't afford daycare, none of that. So literally all day before I go to work, I watch the 2 kids that don't. Well, I first wake up, get the kids ready for school, to the bus stop, whatever. Take all the kids to the bus stop. The 1 kid gets on the bus, come home. Have to watch the other 2 kids until I leave for work at around like 2 p.m. Work till 11 p.m. for 8, so that's 8 hours or so. Or like if they hold me late, I work 12 hours, so I'm there till 3 a.m. And then I have to get up at 7 a.m. every day. So I get like 6 hours of sleep, 3 hours of sleep, depending on the night. And it's been like that always, so I'm always tired. Another reason why my brain's kind of like slow down and distracted is I'm always tired. Energy drinks dry out my throat a lot too, so I try not to drink them. So, yeah, it's just wonderful. I think Evolved is just AC equivalent. Yeah, I don't know the difference, but someone in the chat in the game said that Evo Shaman is just for PvP, so. Pirate and Pirate Classic are different too. Yeah, they have so many different versions of so many different classes, and it's just kind of crazy. It's a lot. Speaking of which, I need to finish my essay, so I'll catch you later. Yeah, work is a lot. Or kids, school too. I have a buddy that I work with that's in schooling right now because our job pays for college for him. Thank you so much for the follow, Irion. Hopefully I'll see you around again someday when you don't have so many essays to do. But yeah, I think he's going to school for engineering or something like that, and our job's paying for it or whatever. And I know because of the fact that he wants to have time for that, like whenever they offer for people to go home, he's one of the first people to volunteer. They have to force me out of there. I cannot afford to not show up. So the only time I typically go home is when they force me. But yeah, he lives with his parents, so he's very lucky in that way, because that saves him a lot of time and effort. Healer and Healer Classic are the same though. Yeah, the Warrior, Healer, Rogue, and Wizard, they're the exact same as Classic, just they don't have the same armor. We are down to just 2 of us, so if anybody's watching the stream and wants to join me and Ang over here at this King Zedek boss, you're more than welcome to. The help is appreciated. Obviously, we're not doing the best here. We're getting schmacked here and there. And I'm not perfectly using my combos because I'm distracted. So, this schmuck needs carried. I keep forgetting to use my 5 because I'm not timing it correctly because I'm not thinking about my combo because I'm thinking about nonsense. I'm so behind in the story. Yeah. Yeah, I know you're behind in the story, but I'm making the offer out there to anybody pretty much in case, like, anybody out there in the stream just wants to join, because I know now we were at about 20, 25 viewers, now we're at 30 viewers between the 2 platforms right now, so just shouting out if anybody wants to help now that we do have a new set of viewers in the stream. We are on the Urumi server, Urumi, Urmami, I don't know, it's all the same, right? But YORUMI. I'm just about done with the 13 Lords. Oh wow, you haven't done that? How are you level like 70 and you haven't finished the 13 Lords of Chaos? What have you been doing, Sadie Katie? You've been slacking is what you've been doing. Additional to that, our guild is recruiting. So on the Urami server, if you want to join as well, just to get a guild invite, that's perfectly fine too. And yeah. If anyone wants to type !Discord, that's going to drop you the Discord link to be able to join our Discord. We do daily giveaways there. Well, not daily, but every other daily giveaways. And they're not really like anything significant. Like right now, the giveaways that we're doing right now is just for you to be featured at the end of one of my YouTube videos. You know me, don't judge me. Farming cosmetics. Haha, same, and I need to complete it to use the 15-year iota. Yeah, you have to do the whole 13 Lords of Chaos to get the 15-year iota. Hello, Dak Daniels. I remember you. I've seen you somewhere. Oh, he left. Dak Daniels joined us and then left us. But I feel like he's familiar because, I mean, who names himself Dak Daniels? Not that many people, right? Also, thank you guys so much for the viewership. Right now, we are at 25 on YouTube. And we are at 5 on Twitch, is what I'm seeing right now live. Could be incorrect, but thank you guys so much for that hefty amount of viewership. I know time is precious, so to give me some of that is heavily appreciated. Also, if you're sending a YouTube message or I'm not responding to it, I try to respond to every single message. But if I look at this screen right here, this one on the right, it's my restream chat, which tells me all of my YouTube messages and all of my Twitch messages. But every now and then it misses some of the YouTube messages. However, on this screen on the left, that has all my YouTube messages live. So like, sometimes it has ones on there that don't show up in the other one. I just forgot to use my 4 again. So good job on that one for me. But yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of messages on here that did not show up on my my restream chat, which is really weird, but so I can confirm I'm going to be there. Awesome. I'll see you at the event, Sadie Katie. Ice Server Solo was like 500k. Yeah. Sometimes it's not about the health, it's other things. I gotta go, so I guess you gotta go back to the others. So yeah, that's fine. Thank you so much for your help, Aang. I hope you have a good night, man. Finish right now tonight, but I can't decide cat ears, kitsune ear, mouse. Wow. What if I tell you that the ears you need are the 13 Lords of Chaos ears? Atlas Falls -1. Aang, are you still in the stream? What's your, I know your in-game name is Aang, but what's your stream name? Which YouTube? Your mom book? Goodness. I need 25 more Atlas Gold. I'm almost there. Imagining a perfect amalgamation of 13 ears all around the head. Yeah, you get 1 ear from each of the bosses, right? So, like, some of them will be fairly normal, but others are going to be absolutely horrifying, so. There's 6 people in this Atlas Falls, but literally nobody is farming in that first room, which makes me think that maybe, just maybe, they are farming the guy at the end. No, where the hell are they? I think I can hear the baby crying downstairs. My wife's with him, so I mean, obviously I don't have to go check, but hope he's alright. Back to farming the good stuff. I changed my mind. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get my toughest bulk star for you now. I posted in Discord. If you decide on a armor outfit that you are using for the event, do not post it in Discord. I don't want to see any outfits before the outfit contest on Sunday. I mean, not to be mean, of course. I just don't want to see it because I don't want any spoilers. I don't want any biases. I don't want any things. It's just gonna be fresh, seen for the first time once the event itself happens. That's the way I want to do it. If you guys are on Twitch or YouTube and there are comments I am responding to that you do not see, that's because I'm streaming on 2 platforms right now. On the stream, it should show you directly above the follower/sub goal how many people are viewing on each platform. But yeah, that's why. Streaming on 2 platforms. Oh, this won't win any contests, lol. I don't just like bulky armors. I like non-bulky armors and stuff like that too. I'm just saying, like, I really like the armor that they have here at this area. What server are you at? I am on Yorumi. Y-O-R-U-M-I. That is the server that I'm on. Just farming for my King's Echo, and then, yeah. I've already done the Dwarven Gold. I need the Atlas Gold still. I'm almost done that. Sky Gold 50, Camland Gold 120. Got a good amount to go on these things here. Really like General Slane's armor. He looks beastie. He is the beastie. The boys. He's got one of his horns broken off though. Man must have gotten in a fight. That or his wife beats him. That happens sometimes too. The one thing I like about farming regular enemies over bosses, and it's not a huge thing, is one, they just die so much quicker. It's nice to just watch them fall and die. It makes me feel like I'm doing more. Furthermore from that, the other reason I like fighting these guys is I'm going to get more gold. It's not a hefty amount more gold, right? But like if the boss gives the same amount of gold as a normal enemy, I mean, why not just farm a whole bunch of normal enemies? Oh god, I'm getting sleepy. It has been a long day for me. Posted in Discord, it's a trash outfit. I'll have to take a look at it after stream. Or maybe I'll pull up the Discord on this stream at some point. But yeah, let me double check this command works. Did it drop the link for the Discord in the YouTube chat? I could see that it dropped it in the Streamlabs chat, but it's not showing for me in the Discord. I mean, in the YouTube chat, which is weird. Wonder why it's doing that. Do 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 do. Wait a sec. Post in Discord's trash outfit. Yeah. We love those trash outfits. Oof, he just died instantly. Yeah, this guy hits like a truck. Like, this guy is no easy guy to get through. Like, some other bosses, they're so easy. This guy, not so much. But we just got 2 other people that joined with us, so now there's 4 of us, so that's always good. I don't mind being support. I don't see a link. Oh, that's not good. I'll have to look at the Streamlabs bot and see what's going on with that, but yeah. Always something with something like that. How about the stream though? Has the stream been lagging today? I did spend like 60 bucks I didn't have, and I really didn't want to spend. But I did it for you guys and try to increase the stream quality. To basically give myself a new setup. It's not a Ethernet cable, but it's like the best middle ground between a non-Ethernet and an Ethernet setup. So did spend 60 bucks, actually 60 bucks plus the cable, so it's actually more like $70, $80. But I spent that to try and decrease the lag. Yeah, stream seems fine, that's great. Awesome, because last time when I was using this restream thing that lets me stream on 2 different platforms, it was like horrible. It kept lagging, kept freezing, even though I have really good Wi-Fi. So, hopefully he doesn't die before I get back up there. And he did. Awesome. Can I please hit him? Game? Taking damage from him, but I can't attack him. What the hell is happening? God, there's nothing that frustrates me more. Like, people will try and troll me or upset me and I won't get upset, but like a game just doesn't work and it makes me mad. Because I don't know why. Nothing frustrates me more than something not working that should easily be working. Plus I got screwed out of the kill twice because of that now, so that's awesome too. But, yeah. When a class recommends enhancement fighter, do you suggest all fighter like a mix of fighter and lucky? Usually if a class has fighter for 2 of the enhancements, I use fighter for the weapon in the class, and then I use thief for the other 2. That's usually what I do. But like once you're level 50 plus, and you're working towards your forge enhancements, usually like full luck works in most classes, unless it's something like shaman where it needs like full wizard because it got really shitty mana sustain. Stuff like that, right? So excuse me. I got health vamp fighter. Yeah. Hey, look, there's Dak Daniels. He joined us early in Atlas Falls dash 1099 and then immediately left, which is weird. Fighter, and lucky. Usually dirt doesn't need luck. We all start out as newbies at some point. I'm still relatively new to the game, right? I don't know everything. And I slow down knowing things even like more than, you know. It takes me longer to figure things out sometimes or get things done than it does other people, right? Working full time, having 3 kids, spending over half my gaming time that I would have on this editing videos and stuff. So, I do not get very far in the game very fast. I also don't ever like ask anybody for help like off the stream typically either. I don't think I've done that yet, at least. The only time I've done that right now is on stream since somebody offered and then I was like, yeah, sure, everybody come. Right, like let's get this party started on this boss. Let's run a train on him. But yeah. Waiting for players for this boss. Yo, bro, Keith Spirit, what you doing, man? Happy farm. Happy farm to you, too, Rizzle Artix Entertainment. Oh, are you an actual AE employee, or you just got that in your name? I know there's some people that just have that in their name. But I also don't like half the Artix Entertainment employees. I didn't realize there were half as many as there were until like I created a Twitter just to like follow some Artix Entertainment accounts, and then I was like, this list never ends. I got to like 20 or 30 Artix Entertainment accounts, and I was like, you know what? I'm done. I'm not following this many. Because I don't use Twitter, right? Like, I don't use X. I don't even have my proper profile picture on there. It's literally just a profile picture of my baby. And I don't, I've never used Twitter or X. But if for whatever reason, it seems like most devs for most games do, which is crazy to me. Because to me, it's like the worst social media app out there. I've never understood it at the very least, right? So I could be entirely wrong, but just my completely unasked for, penny for a thought, blah 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 nonsense. Artix was my pseudo dad growing up. AQ raised me. Oh wow. I've reached out to Artix a couple of times in the past couple of weeks. Actually, I reached out to him one time, but I reached out to him on 2 different platforms, and he completely ignored me. So there's that at the very least. I reached out to Despair as well on one platform because Artix never got back to me, and then I got ignored there too. So. Artix the character, not the dev. Yeah, the character. I don't know much about the dev. I know that a lot of people talk a lot of smack on him because of the fact that he's like, he was born rich or something like that from his dad's farm. I don't know. He was born rich, and then he has a giant like pool in his backyard with like a roof over. You just look up Artix Entertainment CEO boss or whatever, and his pool, and you'll see photos of it. But I know that like every social media I go on, they're always talking smack on him for that, and how Artix doesn't need more money, and how the game doesn't need more money because look at what he has or whatever. And then people say, well, he was born rich. He didn't take that money from Artix Entertainment, stuff like that. But I don't have enough information like speak confidently on my opinions on the subject, just the stuff that I've read. Closest I got to the dev team was meeting Aurelia, Vorterra, and One-Eyed Doll. Oh yeah, I don't idolize people or put them on a pedestal, so I've never really been to a convention either, because I also grew up poorer than dirt, so that's a thing too, right? So I've never been to any type of convention. I wanted to at some point, but now that I have all these kids, it's like impossible. However, the wife and I are going to a pickle festival. Because it was like, we got like super cheap tickets, like I think it was like $15, and it's local to us. And so we're going to that at some point, because we were able to get a babysitter for it, but it's like 15 bucks a person, like stupid cheap. So we're going to that. Always love the music. You talk about Voltaire's and One-Eyed Dolls or the games in general. I like One-Eyed Dolls music for what I've heard in the game. I'm like a huge metalhead, and I absolutely love like rock music, metal music, stuff like that. And One-Eyed Dolls obviously in the same vein of that. I've only heard a little bit of Voltaire's in the game, and I'm not the biggest fan of it. But who am I, right? Like my opinion doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. So not talking smack on it either, right? So. Voltaire and One-Eyed Doll are great. Yeah, I haven't heard Voltaire's much, and I haven't looked into One-Eyed Doll outside the game. I just know that the stuff I've heard for Voltaire in the game I wasn't the biggest fan of. But the music that they have in Asylum from One-Eyed Doll is really good. His stuff is better outside the game. Yeah, that could be it too. I mean, definitely not gonna deny it. I don't like to speak too much on subjects I don't have, well, like to give my opinion. Subjects I don't know enough about, I guess is a better way to put it. Anyways, what does this item stack up to? This is called Atlas Regalia. Atlas Regalia. It stacks up to 1,000. I do have 73 from this though, so I wonder how much that's going to get me from the next thing. I started my day doing Legion Revenant and stopped at the last one, seeing I only had to do every other quest more than one time. Yeah, that's how a lot of this stuff goes, right? Like, you're like, oh yeah, I'm almost done. I got this done, I got that done, I got these done. Wow, I'm flying through. Then you're like, oh, I actually had to do that 769.5 times. Well, I guess that's a thing. And then you cry. Or is that just me? Maybe that's just me. Dash join Camlan. And I have to fight. I've never actually been here. Wow. Maybe I have. No, I have not. Okay, and you need to go to Shadow Battlon and defeat it from the whatever shadows. So I actually can't access this boss for this mission, huh? Okay. Okay. So the next option then is to go to Tar Hill. Did I type that in wrong? Just join Leah Tara Hill? Somewhere. Oh, shoot. Did not mean to. Oh, wow. Hi, King Duncan. How you doing today? Kingly stuff? Nice. Me on the boat, and I am here. Get rid of the Master of Muggins. Camland bosses, I think. Yeah, it is the bosses in Camland, but I don't have access to them. So, I mean, if you could summon me to them, because you have them unlocked, I could do them, I'm pretty sure. But otherwise, I don't have them unlocked yet, so I'll have to, like, do that another time. Your call, though, RC Gaming. Well, it's only your call as long as you have it unlocked. If you don't have it unlocked, then it's not your call either, right? But thank you regardless for your help, man. Have you played any other games, MacQuest, Dragon Fable, etc.? Have you tried the associated class, Star Captain? I have not tried the associated classes. I have a very limited class content right now. As far as the games go, the very first game I ever played was Adventure Quest, and that was before Adventure Quest Worlds ever came out. That was long ago. Going further than that, I did play MechQuest, I believe, very briefly when I was younger. I don't think I played Dragon Fable, because Dragon Fable was not out yet, I don't think. Starcat has seen Shrug, but it's very complicated to me. Maybe I'm just trash again. I wouldn't say you're trash. I feel like I don't know how you unlock those associated classes, right? Like a lot of people assume that I'm a walking wealth of knowledge because I make guides and this and that. People assume because I make guides and this and that I know like a ton of stuff about the game, and I'm like, I know everything. But the reality is I kind of teach things to people as I learn them myself, right? That's why a lot of my stuff is more focused on like early to mid game right now rather than like late game. So like I don't know how you get those classes, like, right? Like I know there's a shot where you have to... I know there's a shot where you have to have memberships in those other games to like purchase them. I don't know if that's how you get them. I don't know what exactly I get for that, but outside of knowing about that, I don't know how you get the other class stuff. You don't want to finish during the full boss format. I try to invite, if you're the guy in, if you're RC, you're telling me to go to you, I think is what you said? I don't know. The chat's moving so fast that I can't fully keep up with it. But just... yeah. Star Captain, not Car. I did finish the storyline in Leotar Hill and all that. The Queen Iona boss is solo only. And I honestly don't feel like farming that boss right now. So I'm fine with fighting these enemies right here because I need gold anyways, right? Plus there's other people here so I'm technically in a way helping them. I hope at least, right? But this guy here, awesome, there we go, he just invited me over here. So this is for the other items. Sky Gold is that, Camlin Gold is from these guys here, Slay and Bellona. Oh, she's named after the goddess of war. The Roman goddess of war. Roman Invicta! Sorry. Got that Smite PTSD going on right now. I don't even know what that means, really. Not even gonna lie. But, yeah, I think it's like, whatever it is, she screams at it, she uses her ultimate in Smite, and she just, like, goes absolutely nuts and, like, starts whacking you away faster and harder and everything. You don't have to be a Guardian, Car Captain, Star Captain, and the Dragon thing in each respective game, aka paywall. Okay, so you do have to be, okay, so that's what I thought was probably what it was. Much better, right? I mean, so this farm's a different item. Like, I appreciate you taking me here. I genuinely do. I just can't directly say it's much better since it's a different item, if that makes sense, right? Like, so what I was farming off those enemies was Sky Gold, whereas this is Camland Gold. But I think this is the only way to get Camland Gold, so I appreciate you taking me here. Saves me the time and effort of having to go through that to unlock it right now, especially if I'm able to finish this tonight before the stream ends. So those of you guys who have watched the past couple streams, I've been working on a schedule for my streams. I think I originally settled on, what is it? 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. I moved it back an hour, or forward an hour, depending on how you look at it, right? Like, I moved it to where now it's going to be 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. That way, one, it gives me the opportunity that if I'm working on something, I can stay in a little bit later. And two, it gives me more time with my wife after the stream. So, you know, double positive, right? At least for me. I don't know how it affects anybody who's watching, but nobody's complained. So, 0 complaints makes me assume that's probably a good thing, so. Right. Also, we are at 4 out of 15 for our Twitch followers / YouTube sub goals. I know that some of the people that subbed do have their subs set to private, so they didn't count towards it. So you are closer than actually 4 out of 15, because the only 4 that I've tracked are through Twitch, just because that's the way it's set, right? Like, if you're a YouTube person and you sub and you aren't, you don't have your sub set to public, it won't show on stream that you subbed, right? And it won't count you towards the timer, because it's just privacy policies. However, even if that's happened to you, I do appreciate you subbing. It helps my channel grow, helps me get recommended to other people, so if you guys have enjoyed the stream and all, or find it remotely informative or enjoyable, just make sure you hit that like button, as it also helps spread the word. So thank you guys so much for that. We got MGA chatting in the game chat over here, NRC. Whenever I see MGA, I try to think of the word mega instead of the word maga, because when I see the word maga, yikes. That's all I'll say on that. I don't like to speak politically, at least not on my YouTube channel or Twitch or anything like that, because despite the fact that 99% of the world politically aligns against MAGA, there's still that 1%. But yeah, it's for Mega, not MAGA, so that's great. So that's the case, Farmable Mobs, yeah. Yeah, always Farmable Mobs, obviously if you're solo. And that's probably what, it seems like that's what you're already doing, so. I could tell you're in stream though, because you responded to me, so I appreciate you checking out the stream after seeing me in the game. Always nice when people recognize me. I like going out of the wild and like people recognize me. It feels nice because I'm not the biggest creator. I haven't been around anywhere near as long as the rest. Like you got Corey and Mr. Goon that have been around for over a decade. You have a couple others. You know, I don't know the foreign language ones. I only speak English with very little. You know, poquito español, não sei muito português. Stuff like that. Like I know very, very little of other languages, but the ones that I know are like Portuguese. I know very little, and I know a little bit of Spanish, but not enough to get not enough to get around. Like if people speak to me in those languages, especially like text-wise, I can decipher what most of what they're saying is, but I can never speak it myself. Watching YouTube on my other monitor, I'm like, wait a minute, I just watched this vid. Yeah, I have a lot of different content on my YouTube channel. Not a ton, right? But I have a decent amount of content on my YouTube that's very varied. Like some people have very specific stuff they focus on. Like I don't want to speak negatively of any other content creator, so I'm not going to say my opinions on ones that I don't think of as positively. But ones that I think of a lot more positive, like I like Mr. Goon's content because I find his very informative, even if he does go extremely quickly through a lot of his stuff. I think that's one of his big things. He goes a little too quick or just doesn't give enough information because he's going so fast. But outside that, I like the fact that he has very highly informative content. There's another up-and-coming YouTuber that's larger than myself that is more recent. His content's pretty good in my opinion. I just don't like that some of his videos spread misinformation. That's not good, but I was watching some of Corey's old videos because I was just looking at like ideas for YouTube channel, like content, and some of it was like stuff from like 10-15 years ago, and I was watching like one of Corey's videos and I couldn't help but find myself laughing because of like the fact that I don't know how good his content is now, but I know that video like 15 years ago was like a Blade of All video, and it was like, to get Blade of All you want to go to a museum and you want to complete these quests, and it was like a minute video that pretty much just said all of that, and that was it. Like it didn't say how to do the quest for the Blade of All, where to get the items, and I just chuckled to myself. But however, I don't know how good his content is now. So, I'm not going to slander him for anything that he has now, because I'm sure it's great. And we don't get to 75,000 subs if your content's bad. I mean, I just thought that video was particularly, really bad. Most importantly, do you choose good or evil options? I morally align with good. So despite the fact that like when you choose good, evil, or chaos at the very beginning, I chose evil because I like the edgy armor, but I'm too empathetic because I'm like a father of children and all that. And so like I always end up actually choosing all the good options when they give you an option in games. Like, do you wanna stomp the poor puppy or do you wanna save the puppy? And I'm like, well, I'm evil, but I'm gonna pick the good choice because you know everybody get such good frame rates with effects on. Because I like playing my games with effects on, so I keep them turned on. No, I'm just kidding. It's not that simple, right? I have a pretty beefy PC. I actually don't own it completely yet. I'm still paying it off. I've been paying it off for 2 years, almost. I think once it reaches end of this year, I'll have it paid off because I did like I think it was like an $1,800 PC on sale at Best Buy for $1,200. Because I got a really good deal on it, but because it was like over a certain price range, I could get like if I got approved credit wise, I could get it for like $60 a month almost for 2 years with 0% interest as long as I'm paying it off in the first 24 months. So I've been doing that because I don't have the money, right? But I am very financially not financially wise. I'm very financially wise is the best way to put it. I don't have a lot of money, but I have a lot of financial knowledge, I guess, in a sense. So like despite the fact that when I make that crazy much money, I manage to get by on all my bills and still have like something I enjoy very so often because I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't really spend money on my games too often. So like I don't ever leave the house either. I don't touch grass, you know. I let my children touch grass. They go to the park, this and that, but that's free. Whatever. I'm very frugal, so I can afford a nice thing very often. And this was the nice thing, was the computer. Game runs primarily on your CPU since Flash game. Yeah, I know that the game runs mostly off your CPU. I know that much. I don't know, that I just chalk it up as I have a good PC. My PC is nowhere near as good as a 9950 X3D. So, but I don't know, man. I mean, I'm streaming right now too, which is using a part of my CPU. I'd pull up my task manager, but I don't feel like that's the smartest thing to do on the stream. But yeah, I know the game runs mostly on your CPU. I do keep the graphics on medium, so I don't actually like keep them high or anything like that. I don't put them on low either because I don't want it to look terrible, but my spouse picked the evil side and all the options of the Dragon Slayer class and guilts the hell out. Dragon Slayer guilts the hell out of you for it. Yeah. I'm hoping that YouTube ad revenue, once I get that, like, can help me out a little bit financially. Because I'm trying to get, like right now, trying to get a little something, you know. I spent all my money recently that I had after bills on, got the better internet for the streams for you guys. Spent $20 on a, photo editing program that was real nice that I liked a lot because I'm not a professional. Spent $45 I think it was. $40 on the new upcoming house giveaway thing, house party, whatever. And a couple other miscellaneous things. All my money that I've had after bills lately basically has been investing into making my YouTube stuff higher quality is what I'm saying here specifically. That's tough or hard for gold voucher for more than 1 million need, 100 million need. What do you need more than 100 million for? For the, if you're talking about oh, I can't think of it. The King's Echo? The King's Echo's 50 million. Now if you had to pay for the whatever armor, it's another like $50 million. I forget what it's called. Something's Liberation armor. I always forget the name of the king for whatever reason. But that, another few million, and then you have 50 million for the armor itself. But yeah, I've been trying to make this content as high quality as possible for you guys, especially on YouTube. Like Twitch, I'm not the funniest guy out there. I'm a very serious person, unfortunately. But I do, however, do my best to make sure that my stuff on my channel is as high quality as possible, and my YouTube streams I just try to keep a dialogue running. Because I know that one thing that really sucks, like when you're watching a stream and the person's entirely silent for like a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, whatever it might be. Like I've watched streams like that, I'm like, they're the worst things ever. So I talk about anything and everything. You are funny, I laugh at you all the time. Well, thank you, I appreciate you laughing at me. It's a shame you're not laughing with me, but I'm glad you're at least laughing at me. But, yeah. Outside of me being hilariously bad at the game that everybody just laughs at me to where I cry myself to sleep, you know? There's that. I feel like I also burn up a lot of my, sociability through live streams, because regardless of the fact that I talk a lot on stream, and I try to hold conversations, I'm actually a very, very introverted person in real life. Oh, I see. Appreciate that so much for explaining effort, dude. You got this, you got this, you got this. I don't know why it says you got this, you got this. It's just showing me the emote, but on my phone it shows me the emote. I laugh. Then I see your quest progression and then I cry. Yeah. There you go. Let me flex on you hard by showing my quest progression, huh? Gotta show you who's boss and who's a scrub. No, I'm just kidding. I'm only half as far as I am tonight because of the wonderful people in my stream that came to help me. But off stream I do things like 99.99% myself, so. But on stream, you guys have been great today. We have had over 3 concurrent viewers the entire stream on Twitch today, which is awesome. I think we've had an average of 5 today, maybe 4 or 5 on Twitch, which is not bad at all. Definitely helps because I think for affiliate on Twitch you need like, I don't know, 105. I haven't looked into affiliate on Twitch. I just remember from years ago when I was almost partnered, that affiliate is what, 3 concurrent viewers and you have to stream 8 hours a month, stream 8 days a week. I don't know, 8 days. I don't know what it is. I don't know the follower count, none of that, but I know that it's 3 concurrent viewers, which you need to have on average. So we're over that. That's good at the very least. I appreciate you guys who are watching on every platform. My goal with this isn't to get money from it. My goal at the end of the day is to at least recoup actually rather what I put into it. Because I have invested a couple $100s in my channel so far. And then there's a subscription for my editing program, which is unfortunate. I wanted to buy a program outright but didn't have the money for it, so I opted into subscribing to a program instead. I don't know if anybody knows anything about editing, but I am very amateur with it. Like, I've been learning new things. I've been trying to teach every like video I make, especially my big videos, I try to teach myself one new thing I didn't know before every single video, because of the fact that like I said, I'm very amateur. I've never went to school for it. I was never a creative person as a kid or teenager, but as an adult, it's like, oh yeah, I want to help people and I want to make guides, but I don't want to make really crappy guides that just are edited poorly, look awful. And so I've been trying to teach myself on, you know, like in the program that I'm subscribed to or whatever, like new things every single time. And then I paid for a photo editing program. And I try to do the same thing with that, but I think with like photo editing for like the thumbnails and stuff, you have to be even more of a creative person. Because like with editing a video, especially guides, it's very like, how do I put it? It's very informative / information based with like creativity slapped to the side, you know? Whereas like with the thumbnail, it's like creativity is first and foremost. So when I see people like say something really positive about my editing or my thumbnails, I always feel really good because I'm like, oh yeah, I did that completely as an amateur, like no formal training or anything. He's ItsJingWeiAQW me? Yeah, mogging you. I gotta do that like weird tongue-in-cheek thing that they do. I don't know what it is, but I think that's what mogging is, right? Where they like try to make that weird ass face. I'm not on social media either. I make posts on Instagram and Facebook involving my YouTube channel. I watch YouTube mostly like those true crime stories, and I watch other AQW creators' videos, just try to like soak in some information from them. Because like I watch a lot of those guys, because like if I'm making a video, I try to like make it as information as possible. So I take what I know, I take what Reddit knows, I take what a lot of these other creators do in their YouTube videos, and I'd be like, well, this person said this and that's great, and this person failed to mention this other thing this other creator had, And then I try to put it in one spot, kinda in a sense. I try to like put my own little spin on it. Take what one creator says, take what another creator says, but like they, you know, each one missed a piece of this, each one missed a piece of that. And then on Reddit they had this other piece of information and try to, you know, put them all together. Moglins equals Moogles. What's a Moogle? Do I not know anything about Adventure Quest Worlds? What is a Moogle? These Moglins are so cute though. Look at this guy. This is the one that I picked. I bought the 12 Moglin pack. As like I multi-purposed it. Like I think they're like $140. This is expensive as hell. I worked a good amount of overtime to be able to afford that. Broke my body for that because I have a very physical job. It hurts all the time, especially with little sleep. But I bought that pack as a gift to myself because I got to keep the codes. As a gift to my wife and my 3 kids because my and then my baby, like we had a house, the neighbor had a house fire the month before my youngest child was born, and that caused the fire department to destroy the insides of our house too because we're attached to them, and that got everything in the baby's crib ruined a month before he was born. So that was very, very stressful. And we had to get a bunch of new stuff like that, and he didn't have any stuffies anymore because of the fact that, well, everything just got ruined. It's fiberglass in it, you know, damage, and it had to be thrown out. And so part of like how I recuperated all the stuffies and stuff he was missing was I got him the 12 Moglin pack. Or whatever. I took one, my wife took one, the other 2 kids took one, and then the baby gets to keep the last 8 of them. So we all have a little Moglin. My oldest has Zorbok. My second oldest has Quibble. I don't know the name of the guy that I just showed you guys, but the baby has the other 8 and he loves the cupcake. Because he's just a little cupcake. But that's a little fun story about fire and my baby's stuff being destroyed before he was born. Except it wasn't fun, but... I was literally on my way back to my house because of the fact that I had forgotten my steel-toe boots for like the first time ever because I was just so tired and sleep deprived, and I was working overtime at the time, and I was like, well, I don't have those. Got to write up for work on it because I didn't even realize I didn't have them on. Was driving home and the HOA leader of my neighborhood was like, hey, I realized I don't have your phone number. You need to call me as soon as possible. Your house is on fire. And I was like, what? Called them so quick. Got back to the house. My fucking front door was busted down. It was an event. Moogles are a Final Fantasy XIV thing. Boy, King Altion is cool. I'm sure he will pull through the chaos sickness. I hope nothing bad happens to him. Yeah. We want nothing bad to happen to him. It's like earlier in the stream I was talking to you guys about how I really like bulky armors. Bulky armors are great. However, if it's like super bulky to the point that this Titan Spartan warrior, I just think that looks a little too much. I mean, if he likes it, that's phenomenal, but I think that's a little too much. Look how big those shoulder pads are. Like, that's even bigger than the cogs in freaking Gears of War. Those guys are huge, too. Time is it? 8:54 p.m. I don't know if the guy who asked me why my game's working so well without lagging. It has stopped lagging a lot less, too, now that I paid $60 for the... I literally would have never done it. I paid like $60 for an Ethernet setup just to make the streams higher quality. Like I wouldn't have invested $60 that I don't really have on that if it wasn't for this. But I was just thinking about it, that maybe that's part of why I'm not lagging nearly as much despite having a crappier PC than him. I'm not sure, but the Ethernet adapters are working great for this game. So, have you seen the Blood Titan or Frost Titan? I've seen the Blood Titan class, I believe. I think the design of that's really cool. He's a huge guy. Frost Titan, however, I have not seen. Ayo, my guy. What's up, Ayo, my guy? Artlick Malites? Totally butchered your second name there, but maybe disable animations. Why do I need to disable animations? I'm not lagging. Just Arch? Yeah, just Arch is fine. But yeah, I mean, I'm not lagging at all, so I don't need to disable animations. Plus, I don't want to. Well, that is one thing I noticed with like some YouTubers' videos. Like, they have no animations, and I thought it was like something to do with their class when I was really new, but it was literally just the fact that most people don't play with animations. And I was mind-boggled when I found that out, because it looks so bad. Who wants to play a game that doesn't look like anything's happening? You said you're lagging. No, I didn't say I was lagging. I was speaking in regards to somebody joined the stream that had higher PC specs than me. I was asking how I wasn't lagging. Because, yeah, I'm not lagging. But yeah, somebody was asking me how I wasn't lagging. Yeah. Worst comes to worst, I typically like hide other players, but I don't like to do that either. I think part of the point of playing a game is to enjoy the stuff that makes the game a game, kinda, you know? So that's like one of my big things. This is gonna take a while. Yeah, I've gotten like 0 drops in the last 50, and then, yeah, so it's not the greatest. I'm not sure how, to be honest. Yeah, I'm not sure how I'm not lagging either, but I am enjoying not lagging, so we're just gonna chalk it up to my PC specs are worse, but I'm not lagging, so we're gonna chalk it up to sheer willpower of refusing to turn off animations. We're in an anime now. We're not based off of reality or simple things like PC specs or the laws of possibilities. We're basing it off of sheer willpower, because I am a main character in an anime now, somehow. It's all shits and giggles, by the way. I mean, I'm not... I feel like some anime watchers do talk like that, but I very briefly, like, watch anime. It's good. But I love how, like, 90% of, like, what happens in anime is based off of sheer willpower rather than reality. So that's always interesting. There you go. Level 100 lucky enhancement on that PC. There we go. The best animes? Yeah, I haven't watched much TV recently at all. Since I started this YouTube channel, I've watched next to no TV. With the wife, we would watch like horror movies on the weekends. We would try to watch like one horror movie, if possible, each week. Because we don't get a lot of time together, and that was a way to spend time together, because I freaking love scary stuff, and she does too. I'm gonna go to a private room with this, because I'm missing a lot of these kills here, which is potentially part of what's slowing me down. But, yeah, I was saying I watch horror movies. I forget what I was trying to get to with that. I haven't watched much TV, I think is what I was trying to get to with that, so... Oh yeah, the next thing I was gonna say is, if you guys have not seen Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared, it's just a YouTube Shorts thing. Not even Shorts. It's from like 10 years ago, right? Yeah, this is another place to farm these too, so maybe this will go better. But Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared is like a YouTube thing that started like almost 15 years ago. It's really old. I think about 12. I've been watching those recently, and then we started watching the Film Theory. Like, the guy who made Game Theory has a channel called Film Theory as well, and it's like, you know, we've been watching those on that to, like, see the bigger stuff that's happening behind the screen and get, like, the lore a bit better. Because it's really interesting. I love stuff like that. And then after that, they later did, like, Season 1 with, like, an actual producer company, or production company. And... I think somebody frickin' posted them on YouTube, so I'm gonna watch those next, because I don't really have the money to pay for a whole subscription service just to watch Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared, so... We're gonna watch those free on YouTube because someone pirated them, basically. My favorite anime is King of the Hill. So King of the Hill is not an anime, but I freaking love King of the Hill. I love dry humor. King of the Hill is literally one of my top 5 favorite, like, animated TV series ever. What are you farming here? I am farming Sky Gold. It is the last thing that I need to be able to get King's Echo. I already have 99% of the rest. I literally just need to get that and gold. I am short 3 million gold because I bought a $25 million house for my celebration party that we are having on Sunday. I'm going to rehash this for anybody who's new to the stream, Twitch, the channel as a whole, anything like that. Sunday, May 3rd, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or it's 5 p.m. UTC. We will be hosting a celebration house party. I have a YouTube short on it. I have a Facebook post, an Instagram post, blah, blah. It's all the same thing. It's in the Discord too, in the events channel. Feel free to type !Discord in the chat and it'll give you the Discord link. But what we are doing there is we are having a dance party until everybody gets there. Kind of, not everybody, but until maybe like 10 minutes in, we'll probably do that. I'll start talking in the stream chat. I'll go live. You know, we're going to start an outfit contest, fashion contest, whatever you want to call it. And I will be basically choosing one by one who should win in that tournament. If you join late, it's fine. We're going to go through a rung system, and winner's going to get 2,000 Arctic points, something like that. Depending on how many people show up, I might up the prize, right? I did work a little bit of extra overtime this past week to try and get a couple extra bucks in case I decide to up the prize. But yeah, we're going to be doing that. 2,000 Arctic points, which is $10. We're going to have that for prize number 1. I'm going to be giving away 2 Steam keys for Venture Quest Infinity. 1 on Discord, 1 in the stream chat as well. And then the biggest prize is going to be in the Discord only. But you do have to be in the stream to claim any of these prizes. And that's going to be the $25 Founders Bundle for Venture Quest Infinity if you didn't back the Kickstarter already. Pirating is morally correct. Yeah, holy 25 million, damn. Yeah, like 25 mil for the house was a lot of money. I didn't want to do it, and it actually messed up my King's Echo farming. But I did it for you guys, because I don't even want the house. I don't care for that house that much. But I thought it would be the best house for the party. So you guys are welcome, and hopefully somebody enjoys the house, because that was a lot of money, and that's going to take a lot of time to get that money back. Anyways, hello there. I got the King Echo class 3 months ago. It's a top-tier class. Oh, that's a different perspective. Salamenis, when the stream started, said that King's Echo is mid-echo. So, but I'm glad that you like it. I like it too. I don't think it's the best class of the game, but I want it. Plus, I'm making a video guide on it. And in order to make that video guide on, I need experience, research, blah, 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 and footage. So that's that. Slash dance, yeah. We're going to slash dance. We're going to show off those abilities to type in 5 letters and a /. But no, that's just for the first couple minutes, right? Like, until we get people there, do the outfit contest, I start judging. I did want to introduce a voting system where players in the stream got to vote. But anytime I've done something like that in the past, or I've seen anybody else do that, people always find a way to cheat. And I want it to be as fair as possible. So I'm going to judge it myself. I would have a guest judge, but I don't have any moderators yet on Twitch or YouTube. And so I have to build up a community first, a bigger community. And one of the ways I'm trying to build up that bigger community, for example, obviously, is through that celebration party. So make sure you guys are there. May 3rd, 12 p.m. EST, 5 p.m. UTC. And yeah, dance off, contest, giveaways. And I might choose a couple people at the end of the thing before I end the stream to share their story. You get, like, I haven't figured out exactly how. I'll probably give 2 or 3 minutes apiece. You get the opportunity to share their story in front of a group of people in front of the live stream of what got them in AQW and their story with it. And then a chance to be featured in the YouTube video, basically. I'm going to take bits from it, and I'm going to add it to my YouTube video that I'm working on. I have a YouTube video. I haven't announced actually what it is yet to anybody. But it's a big video. Should hopefully be out in the next month. And part of it is going to take for the footage that we have at our party. So, and I'm hoping and assuming that based off of prior experience with the YouTube uploads and what I'm going to make the video about and everything else like that, including the quality, that it should have tens of thousands of views, hopefully, within the first couple months. So, big video, hopefully, with lots of effort. Gonna go to sleep now. Cheers. Good night, Arlic. I'm not gonna say your last name again. I usually play AQW, but I don't know what to do. I can play all the game sagas. Oh, there's tons of stuff to do. There's Yamina Ronin, there's Arcana Invoker, there's Legion Revenant, there's King's Echo, there's Dragon of Time, Arch Paladin, Stone Crusher, your mom. There's a lot of classes. I can't name all of them, but there's tons and tons of classes, and all of them take a lot of time, right? Well, some of them not so much, but regardless, tons of stuff to do. I'm very judgmental, though. Me at the 12 Lords Chaos. I do enjoy winnings. Hope nothing goes wrong. Huh. I'm not going to comment on that outside of the huh. That's the response you get. Get to turn into a goose for 3 seconds for you. It is 9 p.m. So technically the stream should have ended 5 minutes ago. It's 9:05. However, I'm going to run it over just a little bit for you guys. I don't know if I'm going to do it until I finish the Sky Gold, though, because wow, this is not dropping. Like, impressively not dropping, to the point that I'm playing with a water bottle, not dropping. Except it's not water, it's water with electrolytes. Get wrecked, kid. Get mogged, Sadie, Katie. Oh boy. I have a dentist appointment tomorrow, and that's gonna hurt. I have so many salvage sky armaments. Wonder what they're used for. Why don't you go to the river map for the Sky Gold? I was there at the river map for a while, and it was not moving. So we decided to spice up life and go to Castle Iblana. The drop rates are pretty much the same, realistically, right? Plus there were just too many people there. The enemies were dying too quick. So I went here. We moved. We no longer live in that location. Just gonna run it over a little for you guys. Dangerous words for streaming these days with the car accidents they've been in. Yeah. Yeah. Don't need one of those. I had a dream last night where where someone ruined my car, and I was like, my life is over. My life is over. I'm gonna lose everything. Cannot afford this. GG, boys. Signing off. Self-deletion o'clock. Been 30 minutes to get my 50 gold in a solo map. Get your 50 gold. Yeah. Not so lucky here. It's all about chance, right? Like maybe you had good luck. I'd killed over 100 in a row. It got to the point that I started counting, because I had gone multiple minutes, like 100 kills in a row, with not a single drop. Like it really just boils down to luck. I know it's not a 1% drop rate, but it got to that point for me at one point. Yeah, I have terrible RNG. Yeah, like the other guy, Mega, was literally saying in the other area, he was like, "Wow, that last area wasn't so bad," something like that lines. He was like, "Oh, I guess like the Atlas Gold is the worst part." No, it all depends on your luck. Because if you have my luck, the Sky Gold is the worst part. The Sky Gold. The Sky Gold said you are not gonna have these numbers reach the sky. Instead, you're gonna want to shoot yourself sky high, because this is just gonna irritate the hell out of you so much, because it's gonna be so boring. Or maybe farm the boss. Yeah, there's always the possibility of farming the boss, right? Queen Io in a battle. You get 2 every time you kill her. However, I don't really have a great class for that right now. Also, I haven't tried it since the other day. The other day when I was trying it, I was lagging really bad. So maybe it would go a lot better since I'm not lagging right now. But I'm at that point that it's 9 p.m. Stream should have ended 10 minutes ago, because it's supposed to be the stream from 7 to 9. Not gonna start anything new. Gonna kind of just keep doing what I'm already doing until I decide to say, hey, stream should have ended 10 minutes ago. Cutting it off right now. Turn off the power. Shutting off all the lights. I'm going to bed. And yes, if you have not been turning off your breaker every night when you go to bed, you are not going to bed right, because there should not be electricity buzzing in your house at all. That's how you get cancer. Just got the Battle Mage armor. Nice. It can farm on quest Iona 100% drop, but hard to kill. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, if you kill Queen Iona, it's 100% drop rate, and she drops 2 at a time. But like I said, I'm not gonna start anything new. And last time I tried, I was lagging. Not lagging this time, but yeah, I feel like playing that actively. I'm tired. I've been behind on sleep for over a year now, it feels like. And I got even more behind because a couple days ago I got 2 hours. So that was fun. Bulky 40k stuff. I love 40k stuff. I love the 40... I love medieval stuff more than sci-fi stuff. But like, the sci-fi stuff in Warhammer 40k... to me is even cooler than the regular Warhammer stuff, which is crazy to me because I never feel that way about sci-fi ever, but it's like so like grim, dark, and like high fantasy feeling to being sci-fi, and it's just so cool. Currently farming Ravenous. I'm gonna pull my hair out soon. Yeah, I feel that, man. Grinding when I'm not streaming isn't as bad because you can like put on YouTube, you can put on music, whatever. If I'm streaming, I can't put on music. If I put on music, copyright strike. You're already making $0, but now you're gonna make $0 the rest of your life. And then if I try to watch YouTube, well, that's weird, right? Like, why are you watching YouTube? You're already on YouTube. You know what I mean? Like, can't do that on stream. Copyright strike. $0 the rest of your life. But also, I have to chat. Like, if I'm just sitting here quietly. Who's gonna watch a guy kill the same mob 700 times who's not even talking? At least if they're talking, you get to bully them for being a schmuck. You get to say hee hee ha ha, that knowledge was incorrect and I'm better than you. Here's something even more than that, because I'm correct. And you're a schmuck, streamer. Stuff like that, you know what I mean? If I wasn't just talking nonsense right now, you're not gonna have me on your second monitor or on your phone while you grind something out. You'd be like, wow, this guy's doing the same thing as me. How boring. Now I get double the boring. Warhammer 40k is goated. Yeah. Warhammer 40k is goated, man. I played Space Marine 2, and that was goated. I remember carrying so many people in that game. That game was so good. I carried so many people in, I forget, I think it was called Horde mode. It was the PvE mode. Now they have Horde mode. But they had a PvE mode, and the old highest difficulty was a breeze once you knew what you were doing. And it was a lot of fun. I loved going against that one boss in the first one. Super huge guy, like almost everybody died it, but I could solo that guy even on the highest difficulty. And I felt like a man, the myth, the legend. And it was great. I already have it for years, and I'm planning to come back. Should I farm King's Echo or Void High Lord? That's up to you, man. I mean, realistically, that's entirely up to you. I mean, Void High Lord is needed for some important stuff in the game, and other classes that you get later on. Void High Lord's a good farming class. King's Echo is a great farming class for bosses and high single target DPS with fast cooldowns. Also has a taunt, so that's also enticing. King's Echo is also not that hard to grind, right? Like, I'm having the worst luck getting Sky Gold right now, but if you're lucky like other people, you get it in 30 minutes. If you're unlucky like me, you'll get it in 7 years. Plus 3 extra days of shipping. Anyways, I'm gonna call this the end of my stream, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll be streaming again tomorrow for 1 hour, maybe slightly longer. And yeah. Don't forget to come to the celebration party on Sunday. Appreciate every single guys who have stopped by the channel. Make sure you hit that follow button on Twitch or sub on YouTube. And that's it, guys. Battle on.